Hello, friends. Long time no see. You guys probably thought I fell off the face of the earth, but I did not. It's summer, and that is just kind of what happens in our world in the summer, and we're a little busy. I want to talk to you guys about synchronicity. So, obviously, my book is about coincidences that aren't coincidences. So much more than that. There are different things that happens, or you see different things, like I talk about in the book, it's all about like the timing of it all. So it just every time I see a butterfly, it's not like I'm floored. It's like the timing of it, like the thoughts or something that's said or something like that, or something that just happened. So with synchronicity, so I kind of think of it different. Some people think of it as the same thing, which it is when I'm talking about the timing of it all. But like I have had so many times lately, so many times, like I don't even remember them all because I haven't been writing them down. I was supposed to get that little thing closer. So anyway, I have had so many times when I'm like multitasking often, and I'll like maybe have the TV on and I'm scrolling on my phone or doing something on my computer or driving or whatever. So when I hear a word or see a word or see a picture and hear a word at the exact same time, and it's not just like a common thing either, like really crazy, it's like, how the heck does that even happen? So like the other day, I'm sitting in the parking lot. I have my vehicle started and I have the radio on. So there's talking going on and I'm reading a text that I got. And so as I'm reading, I read in this text the word hike at the exact same time that they're saying hike on the radio. And I live in the middle of Iowa. There's not, we go for walks. I think of hiking as like trails and mountains that go up. I mean, we have a lot of trails, but they're pretty flat. Okay, so like hike is just, that's a word that you use when you live in Colorado or maybe Arizona near the mountains or something. So anyway, I'm just like, okay, so there are little ones like that. Like, okay, hike. Like it's not very often you hear the word hike on the radio in Iowa. But so anyway, so there's this one that I was just like, what the heck? So I don't know, a couple weeks ago, however long it was, doesn't matter. I was multitasking. I'm sitting there and I'm looking through Pinterest, but shh, don't tell my husband. He thinks our fireplace is just fine. But I was scrolling through Pinterest looking at like more rustic mantles for fireplaces. We have a very traditional, and I just thought, hey, let's just look and see what it could look like, okay? So I'm just like scrolling through pictures of rustic mantle fireplaces, okay? Scrolling. Same time, I have the TV on. And Christina on the Coast is on, just because that's, HGTV, and that's how I get inspired. And so they're redoing this house, and they redo these kitchen cupboards in like this green color. I didn't love it. And I actually don't think the homeowner really did either. She had to kind of get sold on it. So anyway, then they start talking about the other stuff that they're going to do in the house. So then they're talking about the fireplace. And I'm just like, half listening in the background. And the fact that I catch them say, what? You don't want a green fireplace? At the exact same time that I see a green fireplace on Pinterest while I'm scrolling. And so I'm not sure how well this is going to show up here. Let me just click on the picture so it's big. But like, oh, that doesn't show up very well. And you got all the reflection of what's going on outside. But anyway, it's green. You can't really tell from that, but it is. And I'm like, how often do you see a green fireplace? Like really? Like I've kind of never heard of it. I don't know. I've never seen one before in real life. So I'm like, what? Okay, I'm sorry, that was weird. And so some of you might be thinking, whoop-de-doo, like, what's the big deal? And I think, so I say like these coincidences and synchronicities and God incidences and nudges and whatever you want to call them happen for like several different reasons. It can be, sometimes we just need a hug. Sometimes it's like a cheerleading us on, like, yay, you're on the right track, keep going, woohoo. Another is to guide us, to say, okay, let's go this way, let's go this way. And another is to do something. But also sometimes it's just to get you to believe in the magic, in the bigness of this world. Believe. So if you take anything away from the book and what I try to teach you, is to believe bigger about God, the universe, the world we live in, life, and yourself. Like, just believe bigger. So sometimes I think these little things are just to say, hey, you are so much more connected than you realize you are. So that's what I want you guys to get, is that you are so much more connected than you realize you are. So start paying attention to synchronicities. Anybody else out there have the synchronicities happening? And sometimes they might knock your socks off and make you say, holy baby, I like I said, so many of them happen so much that, like, I can't even remember them all. Like, I need to get back into this habit of writing things down. I have a new tag. If you've seen me talk about my jar before, in the book, I talk about how it's, the label was holy $, hashtag, exclamation point, plus sign, exclamation point. And so anyway, I talk about that in the book. That's what the label used to say. That one kind of got worn off. And so now I have this, what? That's what my new label is. I need to start tracking it. And there are different ways of tracking it. I talk about a lot in the book, but you could just have a journal, just write it on an inch scrap of paper, throw it in a drawer, in a box, and whatever. But the point is to go back to them and revisit them so that you can remember that, what? Holy bleep feeling that you had when it happened. So anyway, this is my invitation to you to see that you're connected by tuning in on the synchronicities going on around you, and be a little wowed by it. It's okay. So, as always, you are always welcome, and I highly, highly encourage you to post things that happen to you in the Not a Coincidence group. Okay, so if you haven't joined yet, just search in Facebook in the little search bar, Not a Coincidence. I'm pretty sure you'll find it pretty easily. Or on my author page, it says join group or visit group or something like that. There's a button at the top, but so join that, and you are more than welcome to share all this stuff, because I love hearing this stuff. And if you go to share it with some people and they're like, whatever, dude, like, don't let that bother you. Like I say it over and over and over and over. It doesn't matter what other people think and what they feel or say about it. All that matters is how it made you feel. So if it got you a little giddy or excited, woohoo, and do a little celebration. And I'm going to guess the people in our Not a Coincidence group are going to celebrate with you, because we all dig it. It's fun stuff. So see the synchronicities, celebrate them. Woohoo.